She says she's not interested, yet she still texts. She rejects you but won't let you go. She insists she only wants friendship, yet flirts as if she wants more. You're caught in a cycle of confusion, holding on to hope that one day she'll realize you were the right choice all along. But here's the truth: that moment will never come. She has already made her decision. You were never her priority. You were simply an option. Yet she keeps you around, not because she wants a future with you, but because she enjoys the attention, the validation, and the emotional support you provide. She benefits from your presence, but she does not truly value you. And if you don't take control now, you will spend years stuck in this pattern, waiting, hoping, and investing in someone who will never give you the same in return. Meanwhile, she will give her time, affection, and love to someone else, while you remain her emotional safety net. You have a choice to make. You can continue playing a game designed for you to lose, or you can walk away and reclaim your self-worth. If you're tired of chasing, tired of waiting, and tired of being strung along, it's time to make a decision. Choose yourself. Decide today that you will no longer settle for anything less than mutual respect, real effort, and true love. Comment, "I choose myself" below if you're ready to break free, take back your power, and never again be manipulated or used. Today is the day everything changes. Too many people spend years waiting for someone to love them, hoping for a change that will never come. They waste their best moments chasing after someone who has already made their decision. But the real issue isn't the other person, it's you. You keep making yourself available. You keep answering their texts. You keep showing up whenever they need you. And in doing so, you allow yourself to be used, strung along, and treated as a backup plan. This stops today. By the time you finish this video, you will understand why this cycle happens, how to break free from it, and how to shift your mindset for good. Because this isn't about them, it's about you. It's about valuing your time, respecting yourself, and refusing to settle for anything less than what you deserve. If you're ready to take back control, drop a comment below. I choose myself. Step 1. Stop being an afterthought. She rejected you. That was her choice. She looked you in the eye and made it clear, "I don't see you that way." And in that moment you felt it. That sinking feeling, that crushing doubt, that voice whispering, "Maybe if I try harder, maybe if I prove myself, she'll change her mind." That is the trap. The moment you start believing you need to prove your worth to someone who already dismissed you, you hand them complete power over you. While you sit there questioning yourself, she isn't questioning her decision. She already knows she doesn't see you as the person she truly desires. Yet she still texts. She still watches your stories. She still flirts when she sees you. Why? Because she's not done benefiting from your attention. She wants validation without commitment, affection without effort, and your presence without giving you hers in return. And every time you respond, every time you stay, you reinforce that you are willing to accept less than you deserve. She doesn't miss you, she misses the control she had over you. She doesn't regret losing you, she regrets losing someone who made her feel special without her ever needing to reciprocate. And the worst part? You allow it. You convince yourself, "At least she still talks to me. Maybe there's still hope." There is no hope as long as you remain an option. The moment you allow yourself to be a backup plan, you eliminate the possibility of ever being a priority. She has no respect for the person who waits in the shadows, hoping she'll change her mind. Step 2. Walk away completely. The only way to reclaim your self-respect is to remove yourself from this situation entirely. Not subtly, not gradually, completely. She must feel your absence so deeply that it forces her to question everything, because the only time someone realizes your value is when they can no longer access it. So stop giving your best to someone who treats you like an afterthought. Stop settling for breadcrumbs while they give their love, time, and commitment to someone else. She made her choice. Now it's time for you to make yours. Master your attention. It's your most valuable asset. Your attention is your most powerful resource, yet you give it away carelessly. You waste it on someone who hasn't earned it, someone who takes it for granted. You double text when she ignores you. You check her social media daily, liking her pictures, watching her stories, reacting to her posts. You wait for her messages like your happiness depends on them. And in doing so, you are feeding her ego while starving your own self-respect. She doesn't have to choose you because in her mind, she already has you without making any effort, without showing any appreciation, and that is the mistake you keep making. A woman should earn your attention, not expecting it. Attention should never be something you hand out freely. It should be something she works for. She should wonder if she has it. She should feel the need to earn it. But right now, she knows she controls it. And that's why she doesn't value it. That's why she only reaches out when she's bored. That's why she treats you as an afterthought. That's why she knows she can ignore you today and still have you tomorrow. But that ends now. From this moment forward, your attention becomes exclusive. She no longer has unrestricted access to your time, energy, or emotions. You stop checking her social media. You stop replying to her messages. You stop entertaining her when she suddenly misses you. She made the choice to lose you. Now she has to feel what that truly means. Reclaim your power by walking away. When you do this, something changes. Suddenly she starts wondering about you. She starts questioning her decision. She starts feeling your absence, not because she loves you, but because she lost the control she once had. And when she reaches out again, you don't respond because the moment you reply, you prove that she still has a hold on you. And the only way to truly regain your power is to become the man she can't figure out anymore. The man who is so focused on his own growth, his own goals, and his own success that she no longer knows where she stands with him. That's the kind of man women chase. But by the time she realizes what she lost, you'll be too far ahead to care. Disappear and transform, reclaim your power. The most powerful statement you can make is not through words, but through absence. You must remove yourself so completely that she is forced to feel the void where you once were. The comfort she took for granted, the validation, the attention, the unwavering presence must vanish without a trace. She must wake up one day and realize that the man who was always there, always waiting, always proving himself, is no longer an option. She assumed you would stay. She expected you to hold on. She thought you would wait patiently while she pursued the men she truly wanted. She never believed you would actually walk away because most men don't. Most men linger in hope, convincing themselves that if they just improve enough, if they become good enough, she will suddenly change her mind. But that is not how this works. Women do not regret. Men who wait, they regret the ones who walk away. Respect is not earned through persistence. It is earned through self-worth. Women do not choose the man who begs for a second chance. They choose the man who does not need one. They do not admire the man who waits in the background. They admire the one who moves forward without hesitation. Regret only happens when a woman realizes she has lost access to you completely, when she sees you thrive without her, when she watches you build a life she secretly wishes she could be part of, when she understands, too late, that she failed to appreciate what she had. But before you can reach that level, you must sever all ties, no half measures, no lingering hope, no emotional crutch. You must erase her from your world so thoroughly that she feels the weight of her own decision. This is not about words. She may say she's sorry, she may say she wants to remain friends, she may say she respects you. None of it matters, because if she truly respected you, she would not have treated you like an option. If she genuinely valued you, she would not have taken you for granted. If she ever truly wanted you, she would not have hesitated. Women do not live in uncertainty when they desire someone. There is no confusion, no maybe one day. There is only yes or no, and she has already made her choice. Now it's time for you to make yours. Erase her, elevate yourself. Delete her number, remove her messages, eliminate every reminder of her existence. Stop checking her social media. Stop wondering what she's doing. Stop giving yourself excuses to keep her in your life. She is gone. You are done. And this is where your true power begins. She expected you to be emotional. She expected you to be weak. She expected you to cling to false hope. But now she is the one who is uncertain. Now she is the one questioning everything. Now she is the one realizing, too late, that she no longer knows where she stands with you. Level up. Evolve beyond who she left behind. This is no longer about her. This is about you, about the man you are becoming, the man who moves forward without waiting for approval. Transform every part of yourself. Physically, weak men are easy to overlook. Strong men command respect. Hit the gym, not out of heartbreak, but out of discipline. Let every drop of sweat be fueled by the realization that you wasted time on someone who never saw your worth. Build a physique that radiates strength, not for vanity, but for dominance. If she ever sees you again, she must barely recognize you. She must see a man she could never manipulate again, a man she could never control again. Mentally, while she plays games, you sharpen your mind. Read, learn, expand your world. Become someone who navigates life with intelligence, confidence, and purpose. This is not about revenge. This is not about proving anything to her. This is about becoming so powerful, so undeniable, that she becomes irrelevant. The best revenge is success. And the moment you realize that, she loses all control over you forever. Master yourself. Elevate beyond her reach. A man who commands respect is a man who knows his worth. He is decisive, unshakable, and driven by an unrelenting pursuit of self-improvement. This level of confidence does not come by chance. It is forged through education, discipline, and an unwavering commitment to growth. Build your financial power, create true freedom. In today's world, financial independence is more than just security. It is power. A man who controls his finances controls his future. The moment you free yourself from financial limitations, you free yourself from desperation. Increase your income streams. Build wealth so that no one, not a woman, not society, not circumstance, can ever dictate your life again. A man with options never chases, he chooses. And when you reach that level, everything shifts. You were the prize. All along, the truth is, she was never the ultimate prize. You are. By the time she realizes what she lost, you will be living a life she can no longer be part of. By the time she looks back, you will be surrounded by people who recognize your value, women who respect you, opportunities that elevate you, a reality where she is nothing more than a distant memory. That is how you win, not by chasing, not by hoping, not by waiting, but by becoming so powerful that she becomes irrelevant. Move forward, without looking back. If she ever reaches out again, you do not respond, not out of spite, but because the man you have become no longer entertains remnants of the past. You have evolved beyond that chapter, so make the choice today. Walk away without hesitation. Invest in yourself relentlessly. build a life so extraordinary that she becomes just a stepping stone in the story of your success. The greatest revenge is not anger, it is not bitterness. It is living a life so incredible that she realizes too late she was nothing more than a temporary lesson on your path to greatness. Shift the dynamic. Let her pursue you. A woman only chases what she fears losing. If she isn't pursuing you, it's because she doesn't see you as a prize. She sees you as someone who will always be there, waiting, hoping, accepting whatever attention she chooses to give. Right now, she has no reason to chase because she knows a single message, a smile, or a casual compliment is enough to keep you on the hook. That's the problem. She doesn't chase men who are predictable. She doesn't chase men who seek her validation. She chases the man who is self-sufficient, the man who doesn't hesitate to walk away, the man whose presence is felt in his absence. Stop chasing, start leading. Most men do the opposite. They send more messages, try harder, and act desperate, believing that persistence will make her see their worth. But the harder you push, the faster she pulls away. The only way to reverse this is to create space that forces her to recognize what she lost. She needs to feel the silence where your attention used to be. She needs to notice the void where your energy once existed. She needs to experience the discomfort of realizing you are no longer an option. That is when the shift happens. Become a man of purpose. This isn't about playing games, it's about becoming a man who values himself more than anyone else's approval. You don't make her chase by pretending to be unavailable, you make her chase by genuinely focusing on your own path. Right now, your time is too easy to access, your energy is too freely given, your focus is on her when it should be on your growth, and that's why she doesn't respect you. A woman respects a man who puts himself first. She desires the man who doesn't need her attention to feel validated. She chases the man who is so focused on his goals that she is no longer his priority. Take back your power. To shift the dynamic, you must withdraw all unnecessary attention, validation, and emotional energy. No more checking her social media. No more responding to her texts instantly. No more making excuses to stay in her orbit. She must feel the shift. She must recognize that the man who once waited for her is now unreachable. And when that happens, she will start to wonder, did I make the wrong choice? Was he actually the best option? Why doesn't he care anymore? That uncertainty is what triggers the chase. Suddenly, she's watching your stories, liking your posts and reaching out, not because she loves you, but because she misses the control she had over you. The final test, stay untouchable. This is where most men fail. The second she reaches out, they jump at the opportunity, responding immediately, showing excitement, and falling back into the same pattern. And just like that, she realizes she still has power over them, and the chase ends. You cannot fall into this trap. When she reaches out, you do nothing. If she texts, you ignore it. If she interacts with your posts, you don't react. If she tries to check in, you're too busy to notice. She must feel what it's like to truly lose you. And if she genuinely values you, she won't send weak signals. She will make real effort to be in your life. But by the time she does, you'll be too focused on your own journey to even care. Reclaim your power. Make her earn you. If she truly wants you, she won't send a half-hearted hey or a meaningless compliment. A woman who genuinely values you will pursue you with intention, not out of boredom, not for validation, but because she realizes what she lost, and even then, you do not reward her immediately. A woman who truly respects a man doesn't walk away just because he doesn't respond right away. She will prove her sincerity, she will put in the effort, she will show through her actions, not just words, that she deserves your attention. But here's the key. By the time she comes back, you will be a different man. a man who no longer waits to be chosen, a man who no longer settles for being an option, a man who values himself above all else and only gives his time to those who earn it. That is when you win, not because she returned, but because you no longer need her to. Own your value. Stop waiting for approval. Your value as a man does not come from a woman's recognition. It does not come from her validation, her attention, or her decision to choose you. It comes from you. If she doesn't see your worth, it means only one thing. You haven't built it yet. The mistake most men make: they wait. They hope she will notice their potential. They seek her approval, thinking that if she sees their greatness, she will finally give them a chance. That is the wrong mindset. A man who truly understands his value does not wait for permission to be chosen. He does not beg for recognition. He builds himself into such a force that he cannot be ignored. Right now, she doesn't respect you because she has no reason to. She sees you as replaceable, and why wouldn't she? If you want to change that, stop looking to her for validation and start proving to yourself who you truly are. Stop chasing, start becoming. Right now, you're just another guy in her messages, just another name on her screen, just another option she keeps around for her own convenience. She doesn't see you as the man because you haven't become him yet. And if you don't take control of your value, if you don't build yourself into someone she can't ignore, she never will. Owning your value means you stop looking for outside approval. You don't need her validation. You don't ask her to reconsider. You don't wait to be chosen. Instead, you become the man she regrets losing, not because you want her back, but because by the time she realizes your worth, she no longer matters. That is true power. That is real self-respect. A man's value is built, not given. No woman can hand you your worth. It is something you forge. It comes from discipline, self-improvement, and an unbreakable drive to get better every single day. So when a woman rejects you, you don't sit there feeling sorry for yourself. You don't waste time hoping she changes her mind. You go to war, not with her, but with your own weaknesses, your insecurities, your past failures. You face yourself in the mirror and make a decision. The man who was overlooked will never exist again. Master yourself, mind and body. The gym becomes your proving ground. You train with intensity, not for vanity, but for discipline, power, and control. Because the world does not respect weakness. A man who respects his own body demands respect in every aspect of life. When you enter a room, your presence should speak before you do. A strong body isn't just about looks, it's about commanding respect through self-mastery. But physical strength alone isn't enough. You must sharpen your mind. Stop wasting energy thinking about her, who she's with, whether she regrets losing you. That is no longer your concern. Your focus is on becoming the sharpest, most capable version of yourself. You read, you learn, you develop skills that make you valuable in the real world. Because success isn't just about money, it's about freedom. And when you finally reach that level, you'll realize something powerful. She was never the prize, you were. A man who knows his worth never chases, he attracts. A man who truly understands his value never begs for attention. He does not wait for a woman's approval or try to convince her of his worth. Instead, he moves through life with such unwavering purpose that women are naturally drawn to him. When she rejected you, she gave you an opportunity, a clear look at where you truly stood. She showed you that you were not the man she desired. That means one of two things. Either she failed to recognize your worth, or you had not yet built it. Either way, it doesn't matter. Your only response is to rise above, to transform yourself into a man so exceptional that her decision no longer carries any weight. And when you do that, everything changes. You stop seeing her as the prize. Because the truth is, you were always the prize, you just hadn't become it yet. Reclaim your power, choose yourself. The moment you stop chasing, the moment you stop seeking her validation, the moment you stop hoping she realizes what she lost, that's when you take back every ounce of power you gave away. You no longer check her social media. You no longer react to her half-hearted attention. You no longer allow her to occupy space in your mind. Instead, you redirect every bit of that energy into yourself. Every ounce of frustration, heartbreak, and wasted time becomes fuel for your self-improvement. You take that pain and use it to build yourself into someone unshakable. And the best part? She will feel it. Women have an instinct for sensing when a man has truly moved on. The moment she realizes you no longer care, the moment she sees you thriving without her, that's when regret sets in. She expected you to wait. She assumed you would still be available. She thought you would always care, but now you don't. And that realization is what unsettles her. By the time she looks back, you will have already evolved into a different man. A man so focused on his own path that she is no longer even a consideration. That is what it means to own your value. That is what it means to be truly free. That is what it means to be undeniable. The version of you that was overlooked? Gone. The version of you that waited no longer exists. The version of you that needed her approval? Erased. In his place stands a man who moves forward without hesitation, without weakness, without fear, a man who never waits for permission to be great. And when you become that man, you will realize something profound. You were never rejected. You were being redirected to something greater. Let go of the outcome. Detach completely. The reason you feel trapped is because you are still attached. The reason you are suffering is because you're waiting. You're stuck, replaying conversations, analyzing every moment, searching for some hidden key that will change her mind. That key does not exist. No words, no effort, no perfectly timed action will suddenly make her see you differently. If she didn't choose you from the start, nothing will change that now. The pain you feel, it's self-inflicted. You are fighting for something that is already gone. The only way out? Let go completely. You must erase the idea that she was the one. You must destroy the illusion of what could have been, because that reality never existed. It was only a story you told yourself. You saw potential where there was none. You convinced yourself that she just needed more time, more proof, more convincing. But while you were waiting, she had already moved on. And as long as you stay attached, she will never respect you. She needs to feel that you are no longer invested in the outcome. If she senses that you are still hoping, if she believes she still has access to you, if she thinks she can get your attention whenever she wants, then she will never see you as someone worth chasing. But the moment she realizes she lost her grip on you, that's when the shift happens. Women crave certainty. They want to know they have control over your emotions. They need to believe that if they ever get bored, lonely, or need attention, you will still be there. But when she senses that you are truly gone, when she realizes you have detached completely, when she sees that she is no longer part of your reality, that is when doubt sets in. That is when regret begins. That is when she starts questioning her decision. But by then it won't matter, because you won't be pretending to move on while secretly hoping she comes back. You won't be watching her social media, waiting for signs of regret. You will be too busy building your own life. You will be so focused on your growth, your mission, and your success that she becomes nothing more than a forgotten chapter in your story. And that's when you truly win. Reclaim your power. She was never the loss, only the lesson. There will come a moment when she starts to wonder, if she ever truly mattered to you. And when that thought takes hold, it will shake her in ways she never expected. But that moment will only come when your energy has completely shifted, when you stop analyzing her actions, stop questioning her choices, and stop playing detective in your own heartbreak. Every second you spend thinking about her is a second you could have used to build yourself into something greater. Your body, your mind, your business, your future. These are the things that deserve your energy, not a woman who failed to see your worth. And once you truly embrace this, something incredible happens. You gain clarity. You realize she was never special. She was never irreplaceable. She was simply a woman, and you were the one who gave her all that power, all that importance, all that space in your mind. You put her on a pedestal she never earned. Now, you take her down from it. You stop believing she was your only shot at happiness. You stop thinking she was the best you could ever do. You start seeing the truth. There is always another opportunity, always another path forward. By the time she notices your absence, by the time she realizes she no longer has access to you, by the time she tries to make her way back into your life, you won't even care. Because when you truly let go, when you truly commit to becoming the best version of yourself, you come to a powerful realization. She didn't reject you, she freed you. She let you go so you could become the man you were always meant to be. A man who doesn't wait, a man who doesn't beg, a man who never clings to something that isn't his. And that man is unstoppable. Become the man she regrets losing. Regret doesn't come from seeing you try harder. Regret doesn't come from you proving yourself to her. Regret doesn't come from you staying in her life, hoping she changes her mind. Regret comes when she realizes she lost access to you forever. But here's the secret. By the time she feels it, you won't want her anymore. By the time she recognizes what she lost, you will have outgrown her completely. Because you will have become a man who no longer places her above himself, a man who no longer sees her decision as relevant to his future, a man who no longer waits for someone else to validate his worth. The mistake most men make is waiting for that regret. They disappear, but they keep checking her social media. They level up, but only to show her what she missed. They try to move on, but secretly hope that one day she'll come back begging. And that's why they fail, because they're still giving her power. They're still letting her existence control their choices. That is weakness, and a weak man is never truly free. You don't become the man she regrets losing for her. You do it for yourself. You build your body because you deserve to be strong, powerful, and dominant in every room you walk into. You increase your income because you refuse to ever be dependent on anyone, let alone a woman. You master your mind because no one, not her, not any other woman, not society, should ever control how you think or feel again. And when you reach that level, everything changes. You stop chasing women. You stop needing validation. You start attracting women who recognize your value from the start. Women who don't need to be convinced. Women who don't play games. Women who choose you without hesitation. And then without fail, it happens. The message, the sudden hey out of nowhere, the unexpected comment on your post, the attempt to reconnect after months or even years of silence. Because now, she sees you. She sees the man you've become. She sees the life she walked away from. She sees the opportunity she let slip through her fingers. And it haunts her. Because she realizes that you became the man she always wanted. But she can never have you again. And that is the ultimate revenge, not bitterness, not proving her wrong, not hoping she regrets it. The ultimate revenge is becoming so untouchable that she is nothing more than a distant memory in your life of absolute success. And the best part? You won't even care. Because the version of you that once needed her validation, gone, The version of you that waited for her to change, erased. The version of you that placed her above your own purpose, dead. In his place stands a man who never waits, a man who never begs, a man who never looks back, a man who chooses himself always, a man who never allows a woman's decision to dictate his future, a man who became unstoppable the moment he walked away. Rejection was never about you. It was your wake-up call. Rejection cuts deep. It shatters your confidence. It makes you question your worth. The nights spent overthinking, the moments of weakness when you almost reach out, the unbearable silence where she used to be. You must accept that she wasn't meant to see your greatness, because you were never meant to stay the same. Rejection is either the fire that forges you into something greater, or the weight that keeps you trapped in the past. Only you can decide which one it will be. This is your moment. This is your turning point. The pain you feel right now, use it. Channel it into something that makes you undeniable, because if you sit in this pain, if you dwell on what could have been, if you keep waiting for her to change her mind, you will waste years of your life on someone who was never meant to be part of your future. Let her go, not for her, for you. And when you do, you'll realize something powerful. She was never the loss. She was just the lesson. And the worst thing you can do is waste another second trying to prove yourself to someone who already made the choice to walk away. You must let go of the illusion that her decision defines your worth. It was never about you. She didn't reject you because you weren't good enough. She rejected you because, in that moment, she couldn't see your value. And that voice in your head whispering, "What if?" But here's the truth.